Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video, and I just want to say Tapped Out is not dead. Apparently, apparently according to someone who works with the Simpsons team or something like that, basically confirmed that it's not dead, it's not over quite yet. So I don't know what's going to happen with it, but we'll have to see. But in the meantime, I thought we'd do this video because I think it'd be quite fun. So this is going to be all the references to the Simpsons Tapped Out that have been in the Simpsons show, so all Tapped Out references in the Simpsons. So yeah, let's get into it. With there's a few different times it's been shown, and I think it'll be really interesting for us to have a look at them all, and I'll talk about each episode they're in, and we'll talk about exactly how they're referencing Tapped Out. So the first one is from A Tree Grows in Springfield. As you can see here, it just says unavailable and it has like a little man with a hammer and a computer. So this apparently is a reference to Tapped Out connection problems. So this is the first ever one, and it's a very kind of meta one. It's not overtly obvious as some of them end up being. Now this episode aired in 2012, so obviously there used to be huge connection problems with Tapped Out in the early days. There was actually a point where Tapped Out was removed from the App Store because it was that bad, and then later re-added. So yeah, this is kind of a really kind of meta one, not a particularly obvious one, but I kind of prefer this one. I think this one was kind of cool. And a kind of a subtle way of talking about Tapped Out, apart from some of the other, because some of the others are not as subtle, like this one. So this one is from the episode Labor Pains. So we literally just see Homer play Tapped Out, and as you can see, his credit card has been charged $300. So this one appeared in, like I said, Labor Pains, which is from the 25th season. Of course, this first aired in 2013, so it's a little later. But yeah, very overtly obvious kind of Tapped Out reference, which whatever. The third reference to the Simpsons Tapped Out comes from the Musk who fell to Earth. In this episode, you can obviously see Elon Musk in space, and he's seen playing Tapped Out on his big screen there. He's actually level 8. He has 410 cash and 1,227 donuts. He actually has Marge unlocked, which actually is impossible because it requires level 15. So there's a little fun trivia thing there. So this episode appeared in 2015, so quite a lot later than the previous two. But yeah, still pretty cool. It's especially cool because Elon Musk's in it, and we love Elon. This next one is from Walking Big and Tall. So as we see here, hashtag Tapped Out working perfectly appears in the list of things that never trended. So it's a funny little things that never trended, and one of them is of course Tapped Out not working. This is it's not subtle, but at least it's not overtly obvious. You obviously have to pause and see it. So I did like this one as well. I think this one's pretty cool. Walking Big and Tails is of course a 26th season episode, so it also appeared in 2015. And this isn't the only one in the episode. We also get this one. As you can see here, Marge's scrapbook website is called scrappedout.com, obviously referring to The Simpsons Tapped Out. So we had 2 in this episode. Pretty cool, both in 2015, so we had 3 in 2015. Yeah, very awesome, I guess. The next one is from Dogtown. As you can see here, The Simpsons Tapped Out is one of the apps that's installed on Homer's phone, among with some other kind of not subtle apps such as Netflix and Ribbit. But you see that Tapped Out is just blatantly there. It doesn't have the exact same icon that actual Tapped Out has, but obviously they got around it. This is actually a 2017 episode from season 28, so yeah, very kind of later on in the Simpsons, but yeah, nevertheless pretty awesome, pretty funny. There you go. And the final reference from the Simpsons show of Tapped Out is from Ha Ha Land, which of course actually got its own episode tie-in, so it's kind of funny how they actually did a reference to this. Actually, the Musk that fell to Earth, I think, also got his own episode tie-in, so there's 2 episodes there that did. But of course, you see this, just blatantly, you see the sky finger appearing, and it obviously crushes people and cars in this scene. So of course, Holland is a 2018 episode, it's the most latest one, from season 29. So yeah, I quite like this one as well, it's pretty funny. So there you go, guys. There's all the references from the Simpsons show of Tapped Out. I found these pretty cool. I think it's pretty interesting. Shout out to Wiki Simpsons, because they obviously provided all the screenshots and all the different times that Tapped Out has been referred in the show. I thought this video was kind of interesting to do. I saw it on the wiki when I was just strolling through trying to find information about what was happening with the game, and I thought it would make a kind of fun video. So I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts on all these references from the Simpsons show. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Goodbye.